welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. A legacy built on deserts, dirt trails, and long stretches of untamed wilderness. When Honda first unveiled the Africa Twin in the late 1980s, it wasn't just another adventure bike, it was a statement of purpose. A motorcycle that wasn't afraid to get dirty, to travel far, and to do it all with bulletproof reliability. Fast forward to 2025, and Honda has now expanded the Africa Twin lineage with the arrival of the all-new Africa Twin 650, a bike that brings the essence of that legacy into a lighter, more approachable, and more versatile package. And make no mistake, this isn't just a downsized version of its bigger sibling. It's a reimagining of what an adventure bike can be when it's made for real-world riders who want capability without compromise. The Africa Twin 650 slots in below the 1100 variant in Honda's adventure lineup, and while the displacement is smaller, the ambition behind this machine is anything but. Designed for riders who crave adventure both on and off the pavement, but want a motorcycle that's nimble, manageable, and easier to handle than some of the heavyweight offerings on the market, the 650 delivers in spades. Right out of the gate, Honda made it clear that this wasn't about shaving off performance, it was about building a bike that hits the sweet spot between power, weight, and usability. Under the tank lies a brand new 649 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine, a refined and thoroughly modern power plant that's been engineered to deliver strong low-end torque and linear power delivery. This is not the engine from the CBR 650R or the CB 650R, even if the architecture might seem familiar. Honda has reworked the internals, retuned the mapping, and optimized the exhaust system to prioritize tractability and control, two things every adventure rider values in unpredictable terrain. You get around 70 horsepower and 65 Nm of torque, but more importantly, the curve is beautifully flat, giving you usable power exactly where you need it, whether you're creeping up a rocky incline or blasting down a gravel fire road. And paired with Honda's smooth 6-speed gearbox and an optional quickshifter, it keeps you engaged and in command at all times. Now let's talk about weight, because in the ADV world, lighter often means better. The Africa Twin 650 tips the scales at approximately 198 kilograms wet. That's significantly lighter than the 1100, and even lighter than some of its mid-size competitors. It's a game-changer for riders who found the full-size Africa Twin too much to handle on technical trails, or for new adventurers looking to gain confidence off-road. This weight savings comes thanks to a new tubular steel frame with revised geometry, shedding unnecessary mass while retaining the rigidity and stability you need when you're standing on the pegs and picking your line through loose terrain. The chassis setup strikes an impressive balance between off-road capability and on-road comfort. Up front, you've got a 21-inch wire spoke well mated to show a $45 million forks with long travel and full adjustability. In the rear, a monoshock with a progressive linkage provides equally generous travel, and preload can be dialed in easily depending on whether you're riding solo, with luggage, or two up. This suspension setup soaks up trail chatter, handles big hits, and yet stays composed when you're carving mountain switchbacks or navigating pothole-riddled urban streets. Braking is handled by dual 296mm front discs with radially mounted Nissan calipers, and a single rear disc out back. ABS is standard, but here's where it gets interesting, it's switchable in the rear, so when you're off-road and need to lock that wheel for tighter control or sliding into corners, you can. That kind of detail tells you Honda's thinking about the rider's experience, not just checking boxes. The electronics suite on the Africa Twin 650 is equally impressive. Honda's Traction Control System HSTC returns here with multiple levels of intervention. It's lean sensitive, meaning it can detect the angle of the bike and apply just the right amount of intervention depending on the situation. There's also ride-by-wire throttle, allowing for selectable ride modes, standard, off-road, rain, and user. Each mode adjusts power delivery, engine braking, and traction control, giving you a toolkit of settings to match whatever conditions you're facing. Whether you're battling wet tarmac, dusty trails, or navigating rocky riverbeds, the 650 adapts to you. Visually, the Africa Twin 650 is unmistakably part of the family. It carries the rally-inspired silhouette that's become iconic, tall windscreen, pronounced beak, and a muscular fuel tank that looks ready to take on 1,000 kilometers at a time. But Honda has added its own modern twist. LED lighting is now standard across the board, and the twin-slit headlights give the bike a piercing, aggressive stance. The fairing design channels air around the rider more efficiently, reducing fatigue on long rides. A new TFT display dominates the dash, full color, intuitive, and compatible with smartphone connectivity via Honda's RoadSync app. Navigation, calls, music, and even messaging are right at your fingertips. And yes, it's glove-friendly, because Honda knows you're not always stopping to pull off your gear. The seat is one of the unsung heroes here. It's narrow at the front for easier flat footing and wider at the rear for comfort during long-distance stints. Adjustable seat height is a big plus, ranging from 830mm to 850mm, and for shorter riders, a lower seat accessory is available. Peg positioning is neutral and comfortable, and the wide handlebars offer excellent leverage whether you're sitting down on the highway or standing up to tackle a rocky slope. And then there's range. The Africa Twin 650 comes with an 18.8-liter fuel tank, which, combined with the efficient parallel twin engine, offers a real-world range of well over 400 kilometers. That's the kind of distance that opens up real adventure possibilities, days where you ride from dawn to dusk without ever having to worry about your next fill-up. Honda hasn't skimped on accessories either. You can outfit this bike to match your specific adventure style, be it light and nimble for trail riding or fully equipped for long-distance touring. Factory panniers, center stands, heated grips, handguards, bashplates, auxiliary lighting, and even crash bars are all available, and all designed to integrate seamlessly with the bike's lines. Honda's known for their fit and finish, and every accessory feels like a natural extension of the machine. What really makes the Africa Twin 650 stand out, though, is how accessible it makes true adventure riding. For riders who found the 1100 intimidating or simply didn't need that much motorcycle, the 650 is a revelation. It's light enough to inspire confidence, powerful enough to thrill, and packed with the kind of tech and versatility that make it a genuine tool for travel, not just a toy. Whether you're commuting during the week, escaping to the mountains on the weekend, or plotting a cross-continental trek, the Africa Twin 650 feels ready. And price? That's where things get even more compelling. In most markets, the 2025 Honda Africa Twin 650 is launching at a base price of around $9,999. That puts it squarely in competition with mid-tier adventure offerings like the Yamaha Tenere 700 and KTM 790 Adventure, but with Honda's legendary reliability, refined build quality, and an incredibly well-rounded package. It's an exceptional value for riders who want the real adventure experience without stepping into heavyweight territory. There's also a DCT version planned for select markets, continuing Honda's commitment to its automatic dual-clutch transmission technology. For riders who want an even easier ride, especially in traffic or technical conditions, the DCT model offers seamless gear changes and a relaxed, confidence-boosting ride. It's a unique feature in the segment and one that continues to set Honda apart. And that's why the 2025 Honda Africa Twin 650 isn't just one of the most exciting adventure bikes of the year, it might be the most important. It changes the conversation. It redefines the middleweight ADV category. And it proves once again that Honda understands what riders need, not just in terms of specs and features, but in how a motorcycle makes you feel when you throw a leg over, fire it up, and point it toward the horizon. So if you're looking for a machine that's ready to take on city streets, forest trails, gravel backroads, and open highways with equal grace, the Africa Twin 650 should be at the top of your list. It's not just ready for the journey. It's ready to become a part of yours.